worse in any other cases, I guess. When you talk about your colleagues, you rant about house, you don't usually mention your patients. Is open marriage something you...
No. I mean, I know you've never...
All this time and energy you spent convincing me you weren't cheating. There's somebody else.
I'm not. Okay. There's a woman at work. People say she's attracted to me, but nothing's happened, nothing's going to happen. I'm not having an affair.
You want to.
No. Honey, I'm trying to be honest. I don't want to make the same mistakes.
Be honest then. Are you attracted to her?
Look. She's attractive. There's an attraction. Aren't there men who make you feel that way?
Of course there are, but it never occurs to me to act on it because I'm married. To you. And that's enough for me. Aren't I enough for you?
Of course you. My patient's lost all movement in her legs.
There are other doctors, Chris. We're talking.
I'm sorry. The woman's paralyzed. I got a cab. Tests show no spinal cord injury, no cerebral lesions, no hemorrhage.
Finally got a stool sample. The leaf was innocent. No sign of amoebas or any other parasite.
So, paralysis, arrhythmia, and intermittent abdominal pain.
And he nicked himself shaving. Sorry, that was Cal. But it was easier to solve. I mean, to use the crappy razor in his lockers. He slept here.
Thanks to you. Brought up open marriage with Rachel. It was a disaster.
On the medical front, we've knocked out sex and foreign trouble. Could be an electrolyte imbalance.
So the only time you're not interested in my marriage is after you blow it up?
You, the moron who took marital advice from Tila Tequila.
You pushed me into this.
Figured it would either blow up your marriage or make it more honest. Either way, you win. What about sex? I'm talking about the patient who is cool with everybody.
We ruled out sex.
We ruled out sex with other people. Tom said me and Julie have been doing it 3 or 4 times a week, and she's got boys on the side.
Increased libido can be a symptom of adrenocortical carcinoma, which also explains her other symptoms.
A woman who likes sex must be sick?
Just because everybody in this room wishes that all women were horny all the time doesn't make it so. Get an MRI of her adrenal glands.
Hi. Okay if I take the sports page?
Sure.
Would you mind using a coaster?
Oh, sure. Sorry.
It's okay. Also, it'd be great if you replace the toilet paper when you finish your roll. And when you load the dishwasher, you can't put a big flat bowl on the bottom. It traps the water so nothing on the top gets clean. And please don't throw banana peels in the bedroom trash.
I haven't done any of those things.
You're probably not even aware.
I hate bananas.
Oh my God, it was House. I'm sorry. He's been trying to get us to fight.
Why would he think that stuff would make us fight?
Because of the milk. You put it in the door. The body of the refrigerator is the coldest part. The temperature in the door fluctuates, which decreases shelf life.
When did you get all OCD?
I just want clean dishes and unspoiled milk so we can all stay healthy.
Oh, it's about how. What about the coaster? Does that flash my B12 or something?
Can we just drop it?
Sure. You had this list of annoyances the entire time we were married?
Get better, Mommy.
Another rabbit.
Julia, you have a guest. Hi, this isn't a good time.
Dr. Hadley, did you say there was a video game player? Maybe you can teach me how to play one. See you in radiology.
Get out of my wife's room. Your relationship with her stays out of our space. I was worried about her.
Tom's right. You should go.
So it's fine if we have sex, but if I drop by to see if you're okay.
This is our family.
Sorry.
I spent 2 years of residency wearing shirts that were a size too small.
How hard is it to ask me not to put them in the dryer? And I only did your laundry because you were never home.
I didn't ask you to.
Of course you didn't. You just got annoyed whenever you didn't have clean underwear.
I never said I was annoyed.
That's the point. You didn't say anything.
So I'm getting a lecture on communication from someone who had her lawyer inform me our marriage was over.
Asking for an open marriage. You got stones.
Conversation sort of got away from me. It was a train wreck.
I think it's good you brought it up. I read a study that found men who have multiple copies of a certain vasopressin receptor are twice as likely to be unfaithful. Maybe you're just one of those guys.
So my cheating is biologically predetermined.
Five, we need a better way to do it. I thought you'd be relieved. This gets you off the hook. It's just genetics.
I'm 5'6" and have a receding hairline. I hate genetics. The duel is clean.
I don't see you wearing lifts or hair plugs.
That's because being short and bald doesn't hurt anybody.
The only thing hurtful about your other genetic predisposition is that you keep denying it. It's not good for you. Or Rachel.
There's nothing there. It's not a dream cancer. Then maybe you're right about me. But I'm not going to stop trying. Rachel's worth it.
Look up there.
The lung. What is that?
You served me with divorce papers in the middle of a medical conference in New Orleans. I threw a bottle into an antique mirror.
But you exhibited an emotion. I wish I'd known you were capable.
I loved you. I thought I was going to be following you to Baltimore, remember? I called about apartments, I set up
How did
interviews.
you think that we still had a real marriage? We hadn't had a conversation in months.
Maybe because I was working 2 jobs to support us.
No, it's because when you were home, it was like talking to a block of ice. You were obviously so pissed off
I
at me.
was killing myself so that you could take that non-paying internship.
Bet you said that I should
I
take
was trying to be supportive. Why do I have to be the bad guy?
Expressing yourself does not make you the bad guy.
Okay, then. You were being a selfish bitch.
VQ scan confirmed the spot on Julia's lung was a clot.
Think there's a chance the husband's a plushie?
If he has a secret, I highly doubt it's more relevant than the clot.
Clotting disorder would explain everything. Question is which one?
Do you read any of your departmental memos?
Only the one that's labeled NSFW.
Counting notified you 2 days ago about your patient's insurance.
Sorry, that's NSFW.
Here. He doesn't have any. Try not to bankrupt them.
Oh, I'm long past the number of procedures that would bankrupt him.
Julia's got insurance. I saw the policy note on the forms.
Policy lapse due to non-payment. I already made 3 calls about this. You should have been aware of that.
No, it's just a mistake. Of course we have insurance.
We're actually a little behind on the premiums. But I pulled money out of my retirement account to cover it. They said that we'll be fine.
My retirement account. I'll just give you a few minutes to...
By we, she means she.
I lost all of our savings.
Sounds like a secret to me.
I started her on heparin to prevent further clots, but we still don't know what's going on.
Of course, the husband's secret was money. It's not sex, it's always money. What's the sex for money? How did you lose it anyway?
It's not medically relevant, you're not gonna care.
Wilson's been teaching me how to care. Try me.
He builds wind turbines and leases them out to local power companies.
You're right, I don't care. Clotting disorder. Do you guys see? Factor V Leiden antiphospholipid syndrome.
Vitamin K deficiency also fits, causes thrombophilia, and is consistent with abdominal pain.
Congratulations, House. Sam ended it.
What happened?
Go test our patient's blood
But you can wait 5 minutes.
for everything we discussed. I'm sorry.
Well, at least you're actually taking responsibility for once in your life.
Sorry that she left. It's not my fault. I didn't even want to get involved. Dragged it out of me.
What about the dishwasher and the banana?
She left because of the banana. He just wanted you to stand up for yourself. Tell her what you want. Doing that causes her to walk out for the second time. Your relationship was going to last anyway.
Or you could have stayed out of it. I could have kept my mouth shut, been annoyed sometimes, but I'd be happy because I'd still be with him. Now all I have is cold milk.
As long as you're free. You want to grab some dinner?
Did Tom go home for the night? For starters, I told him to leave. I don't want him here. Money is a complicated subject. Yeah, it's not money. I mean, the money's bad. When we first opened our marriage, I got involved with a guy
Nej.
who lied about being single.
Nej.
His wife calls me. She's crying and screaming. Totally out of control. And I felt superior. I thought I don't ever have to worry about feeling this way because Tom and I are honest with each other.
Look, I'm controlling a fighter plane. I'm learning how to use the secondary weapon torpedoes.
Hi. Sorry I didn't make it home last night. I needed to run some tests.
What the worst part was, when you had your affair, wasn't the sex. It was the lies. Realizing that the narrative of my life was totally wrong. You weren't stuck in surgery. You weren't out of town. I don't want to go through that again.
I told you, nothing's going.
Thursday nights. You have to be home by midnight. You don't bring her here. You don't talk to her about me. And I don't want to meet her ever in any context.
Are you giving me permission to sleep with other women?
It's what you want, isn't it?
You.
Oh, you want more than me. You want that thrill. But I love you. And I really believe that you love me. We have a good life together. And at this point, either I walk away or I try to accept who you really are.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Yes, it is.
All our tests came back negative. It's not a clotting disorder.
Which means we need to come up with a better idea. So what causes problems in the stomach, heart, nerves? Oh my God. You know what it is? Talb's wife gave the green light for an open marriage. He's wearing cologne, but not distinctive shame. Got a date.
I am going out with Maya tonight. With Rachel's blessing.
Mazel tov.
Maybe the problem isn't her blood, maybe it's the vessels carrying the blood.
No sign of schistocytes or hemolysis, so you're actually going to sleep with another woman, then go home to your wife?
I got Someone's keeping us focused on what's really important.
Tal was gonna do all of that anyway. Pulmonary arterial hypertension.
Imaging showed normal diameter pulmonary artery. Here's a thought. Taub's wife is not totally on the market. I'm hitting their digits.
She would love that, but duty calls. What's the matter?
Same pain as before?
Yeah, worse.
Did a portable ultrasound in here. We need to get a look at the belly.
Get off me!
Pain went away. Came back another day. Question is, what brought it back?
Physical exam was unrevealing, ultrasound was clean.
So afterwards, you gonna shower with your girlfriends or at home?
Patient, abdominal pain.
Yeah, he's right. Let's get this wrapped up before 6. Taub turns back into a faithful pumpkin at midnight.
Patient was out with a boy toy before she came in. Maybe the pain was triggered by sexual excitement.
Because lying alone in a hospital bed contemplating bankruptcy? Ha.
My point was that arousal is a function of the parasympathetic nervous system. If that's where the problem is, the pain can be triggered by crime, which seems...
PNS also controls digestion, which she's been doing without springing her back since she's been here.
What matters isn't when the pain started, but when it stopped.
It was during an x-ray. You think that cured her?
No, but House prepped her for the x-ray with a barium enema.
We wouldn't treat anything except...
Go.
You're in pain because part of your intestine folded in on itself. It's called an intersusception.
It's cutting off blood flow. We need to fix it before your bowel gets necrotic and dies.
Once you do that, will I get better?
When this happens in adults, it's usually a sign of abdominal cancer. We'll fix the overlap and then search your intestine for tumors.
Paul?
I have a bad feeling about this.
A friend can't spontaneously buy an overpriced Italian espresso machine for another friend.
What did you do?
Nothing. That's the beauty. I genuinely tried to help Wilson. Told him to stand up for himself, but you know it's legitimate advice. And his relationship blew up.
Is he okay?
He'll be fine. The point is, I realized something. I do nice things. Nice things happen to me. Karma works.
So you're paying it forward?
If this should somehow lead to Lucas dying or oral sex, so be it.
I guess you were tired tonight. This isn't weird at all.
Yeah. There's Rachel eating too. Where she's going out too. She's allowed to, right?
Of course, it's only fair. But I don't think she will.
Your wife only eats dinner at home.
If she did go out, that'd be tough. I don't think I can handle it.
Don't do it unless you're sure.
And I'd rather be jealous than a liar.
Biopsy showed non-specific inflammation, which suggests IBD only doesn't explain the cardiac problems.
Or her declining kidney function. We ran panels during surgery.
Actually, IBD does make sense. It can trigger ankylosing spondylitis, which will explain the heart and the kidneys. It's all around sulfasalazine and TNF inhibitors. Tau. I'm not going to see you before you head off for more. Just remember, if you get disoriented, breathe through your nose and look for the horizon.
I can't. I really thought I could do this. Logically, it makes perfect sense. But all afternoon, all I kept thinking about was the two of you together. And you touching her.
Nothing's happened. It's okay.
Because I really wanted it.
No. I've been an idiot. I do need anything else. I just need you.
You mean that?
I do. I love you, Rachel.
I love you too.
Let's go.
It's okay.
They're the doctors.
Treatment's not working. Left kidney fell last night. The other one's right behind it. It's not ankylosing spondylitis.
Kidney biopsy showed she had IgA nephropathy, which could be caused by or associated with any of these conditions.
We've gone from too few ideas to too many, and the patient's running out of time.
Why the lack of afterglow? Is he a girl not as freaky as you'd hoped?
I went home with my wife.
After all that, you chickened out.
I can't hurt Rachel like that. Sickle cell anemia would have shown on blood tests, no flattened intestinal villi, rules out celiac. Seriously? Our patient's dying and we can't move past my sex life?
Seriously, you think it'd kill her if we spent 15 seconds mocking you?
Time's up.
Normal liver enzymes rules out Hep B and cirrhosis.
Alport and anti-GBM antibody are both untreatable, so if she has them, we can't help her.
Copy Henoch-Schönlein pleura, no sign of respiratory infection, and no rash.
I don't care what it's not. I don't know what it could be.
Well, everything left on the list.
The list is not created equal. Neither was man, by the way.
Hemochromatosis is a possibility. Excess iron builds up, causes problems throughout the body.
Bowel syndrome also affects multiple organ systems, and it wouldn't have been treated by the antibiotic the ER gave her.
Sarcoidosis makes sense too.
Good. Treat for those three.
I think you should call Tom. Am I gonna die? I don't know. If he walked in here right now, I'd look in his face and all I would think is liar.
Don't you think that's kind of unfair? You say honesty is all important, but you conveniently ignore the truth that some truths hurt people. Tom lied to protect you.
He was covering his head.
And I'm not talking about the money. Tom hasn't slept with anyone else in over a year.
He told you that? So my entire marriage is a sham.
No. Your husband, who only wants you, lied so that you could be happy. That seems pretty real to me.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey.
listen, I'm sorry.
Me too. I shouldn't have said.
No, you were right. I was selfish back then. I'm trying to change. And I don't know if it's house or what, but you're different too.
I'm trying. I always thought that I was keeping the peace. But I was just resenting you and giving you a reason to leave.
I wish we had this
Papa,
fight.
do you know those planes were dive bombs? They have to come close, they have some emitting. When the emitting's on the target, they drop it, the bomb goes down and explodes the targets.
I recommend.
Do you know those? Like this.
Yeah.
Oh, for 3. Her kidney function is still declining. We're gonna need to start dialysis.
Glad the husband's back. After missing so many little deaths, he should be here for the big one. From 6 anyone?
Polyarteritis nodosa.
Seen some proven on prednisone. Guy's wife's dying. He stops like flowers.
They're from his garden. Mercury poisoning fits.
Those are lilacs. My mom used to grow lilacs. Your dad made her get rid of them. There were too many bees. We ruled out HSP. There was no inciting respiratory infection. In rare cases, it can also be triggered by a bee sting.
We also ruled it out because there's no rash.
Maybe we just didn't see it. Have you been stung by a bee recently?
About a month ago.
What's going on? I think your wife is Schindler perk. Systemic vasculitis cause lesions and inflammation throughout the body. It's pretty awful. Explains why it was named after a German. Actually, 2 Germans. Lesions up in the heart, sometimes in the kidneys, but always on the skin. Means you got a rash somewhere.
I don't.
Not that you know of. Okay, I'm gonna just check your holds. You start with the mouth. There's nothing there. You might have to get kinky. They holding that kinky.
Is that good or bad?
We'll treat her with high-dose IVIG and cyclophosphamide. You should be fine.
You'll be okay. That is adorable. Other than you still want to have sex with other dudes and bankrupting your family, I think your kids are pretty much home free. I'm too made up.
No.
You're
I'm more than
Forward.